What have you learnt from your audience feedback? The first thing that I sort of learnt from my audience feedback was that I could have used a wider range of fonts from the people who did peer assess my work, which was roughly 4 to 5 people in and around the class. They said that I used 2 or 3 fonts, but sometimes they got a bit repetitive and a bit boring. But they did say the use of codes and conventions in relation to the fonts were good. They said that the fact that the font was a lot bigger and the fact that the headline was a lot bigger than the rest of the text made it really stand out, and the use of colour also made it stand out. They said that the use of codes and conventions was good, that there was a wide range of conventions which we used, and it made the magazine very presentable for the most part. The layout of my magazine, they said that was good. They thought generally from 2 or 3 people, they did say that for my double page spread they did like the sort of layout of it, the way that there was a picture taking up the majority of one page and all the writing was on the other side of the page. But although they did say my website looked a bit bare, which I can agree with and I can learn from, it does need an extra bit adding, I do think, because there wasn't a great deal put in there. So they said that the billboard promoted the magazine well, as it sort of had a picture of the magazines with it had a picture of the magazine sort of in the billboard with sort of lightning and fire all around it, saying "Rock Your Socks Off," which is the name of the magazine, which did promote it well, I guess. And another piece of feedback that I received was that they all interlinked well. Basically, what was meant by this, because I asked further questions, was that they all sort of promoted each other well, as in the billboard promoted the magazine well, the website promoted the magazine well, which is what you want from the ancillary tasks, because they're supposed to sort of link in between each other. So in the class I interviewed people ranging between 17 and 20 years old, got the opinions of 4 or 5, maybe 6 people, which is not a ranging view of opinions, but I did ask people to go in depth with what they did say. And also a final point was that they said that the colour scheme was quite good and it was used throughout purposely to sort of make it feel as though it's one of the magazines that does keep pretty much the same colour scheme all the time. The main colour scheme was red, black and white. This was used to sort of in sort of the darker bits, black font was in the darker bits, like in darker articles, the different colours we used in order to sort of make it a bit more vibrant and stand out to the audience, and also make it look as though it wants to be read.